Okay, today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The box would be Boredhackerblog social network. And you can download the image from this address. And to save the time, I have already imported into the VirtualBox. The IP address has been identified as 254 as displayed over here. And also I have already done the Nmap scanning. From the Nmap scanning results, as you can see, the two open ports. The first one is 22 for SSH. And as you can see, the version, I think this version doesn't have any vulnerability. We can exploit. And another port is 5000, which runs HTTP. And so also we can, from this banner, we can know maybe the backend of the target runs sort of Python. So of course, next we need to do is to open up the browser of Firefox and to see whether we can get more information about the HTTP service. So welcome the new message social networking site. All the messages are anonymous. Don't worry. So you can type your message like hello Jason add a message. So just will display your message will reply back the information what you input. So maybe of course for the HTTP or for the website we need to do some directory scanning or enumeration. So we can use the GoBuster because I have done it several minutes ago. Yeah, it immediately give us one result of admin. So let's go to this directory. So admin page, code testing page. So this page will do some code execution for us. We can input some code, of course, because just we have already know that the backend runs sort of a Python backend. So obviously we need to input or type the Python code like print hello test code. So run the code without any error. So maybe we can try some wrong code print like ABC plus the 10. Of course, this code has some error, and we can see what information we can get from the wrong code, wrong Python code. Okay, something went wrong with running code. So of course we can execute some Python code. And for the next point, for next thing we can do is to get the reverse shell. And we can go to the reverse shell cheat sheet, and we can scroll down to the Python section. Yeah, here. And we can copy this because to save time I have already copied into the mouse pad. And already we need to change the attack IP address to our Kali Linux IP address, and also the port number I'd like to change into my favorite port number, which is 555. Okay, let's copy this code and paste this code or the command into here. But before we run the test code, we need to set up the listener. Maybe we can cancel or interrupt the directory enumeration process. We can set up the netcat listener, and then we can run this code. Okay, so as you can see, we have already got the reverse shell from the target, and from the banner we can know maybe we are in the one sort of a container. Like we can check that. As you can see, the IP address is different. I think it's a local IP address, and so there must be some other containers running in this host or the target, and we need to find out the vulnerable container which runs a vulnerable service. So maybe we can check whether the wget utility exists. Yes, it does. So we can upload the nmap, because nmap container, this container doesn't have an nmap utility, but we can upload the nmap executable to the, of course, this executable has been compiled and then upload to the container. And I have ready, so we can go to our working directory with a board, and we can copy from two sets the map and here, and we can set up the HTTP service by using Python module HTTP server, and then we can switch or head over back to our shell, the shell of container. We can use wget and download the nmap utility. Okay, no problem. And we can make this file executable or change mode nmap. And let's run. Because we have already know the local network is 172, so we can specify the, maybe because after all this is the CTF case, so we can wait to save time. We can scan just the network, a smaller network, by using the netmarks of the 24 rather than 16. Sorry. Okay, now the nmap will start scanning the whole local network on the target. And we wait for this to be completed. Of course, it will take some time to finish, because it will scan every possible container in this network. So I'd like to pause the video, and when this scanning finish, I will come back to you. So after 7 minutes, the nmap scanning has been completed. As you can see, this container, the IP address of 3 has one open port, which is 9200. And after we make some research, Google search, and this port runs elastic search function or surface. So I think we need to exploit this surface. But because this is another container, we'll need to set up the route or route to this and also do the port forwarding to this container. So how to do it? Because the Metasploit has already make this process to be easier for us, and but the first thing we can do is to generate the payload and then set up the listener, Metapreter listener, and try to get the Metapreter session. And by using this one, and we can like configure the route and also can configure port forwarding, and then we can try to find the vulnerability of this Elasticsearch. Okay, let's do it. And we can go to another, and we can use MCF Vellum 2 and specify this one. And of course we need to use another we need to go to our working directory board, and Vellum, I cannot pronounce this correctly, and we needed to use another port. I think 6666 is fine. Okay, let's hit enter, and at the same time we can open up another new tab and go to our working directory. Yeah, has already generated the payload, and then we can upload this payload of escalate ELF file to the target container. And because we have already set up the HTTP service, and we just go to the temp directory, download escalate ELF. Okay, no problem. And also we need to make this file executable, escalate ELF. And but before we run this file, we need to set up the handler. Use exploit multi handler, and we need to set a payload which should be same as this one. And show options, and we need to set the ELP host of as our Kali Linux, and the ELP port should be the same as the port number which we configured by MSF Vellum, which is 666, and run. And this will start it reverse TCP handler and wait for the returned collection from the target, from here, and we can run. Now we can run escalate ELF. Okay, no problem. Now we have already got the Metapreter session, and now we can background and we can set root, right? Run auto root. Oh, sorry, we needed two sessions 1, and we can run auto root and specify the okay, no problem. And also we needed to configure the port forwarding. Yeah, we can use the help or instruction to help us to configure this command. At local is also the remote port is 9200, and the remote host is just like here. We have already been identified by the mmap, which is 3. Okay, and now we can search. Search elastic maybe we need to background and search elastic search. Yeah, there's some modules which you can exploit. So we can use this one. Let's copy, use copy and paste in here, and show options and set a host as our Kali Linux, set a port as a different port number. So that what else we need to specify? Okay, set a host. Of course, this should be local host because we have already specified the remote service as local for port forwarding. And the port number, yeah, we do not need to change at all. So we can run. Yeah, we have already got the second meta practice session. And what we can do, maybe we can go to the shell. We can. Okay, we can go to the second session. Yeah. ID. Yeah, of course, this is the second container. We can confirm this by run the command IP address. Yeah, this is 172.17.03. And do you notice there is one very noticeable file which is password? We can passwords. Okay, so as you can see the format, so this must be the hashed password, and also give us the format or the rule of the password, like number, lowercase, and lowercase. So we needed to crack this password one by one. Maybe we can crack this one first. We can copy into our local Kali Linux, and we can open up another working directory, and John hash. Let's copy, quit. So now we need to use hashcat and the mode. The mode is 0, and attack mode is, okay, I already make a note of this, and we need to specify the rule of the hashcat, because as you see here, the first 4 character is digit. So we can for character 1, 2, 3, 4 number and the lowercase. Lowercase character can be represented by quotation mark and L, and should be 4. L. Okay, I think now it's good to go. I needed to confirm the syntax for this command. Okay, because I have already done it before, we can use the show. Yeah, the password has been cracked, and we can sh John, and we can copy this password in here. Okay, now we can do some local immersion, and we can go to the home directory. Yeah, nothing. So what we can do, maybe we can use the Metasploit to make a privilege escalation again. So how to do? We need to set up another Metasploit session between this shell to our Kali Linux. So what we can do is maybe we can open up another tab. Maybe we do not need to open new because there's one, and we can specify another number like 999, right? And we can rename or use different name or 3. It doesn't matter at all. Okay, and we can open up another Metasploit to set up a new handler. Okay, has already been generated by MSF-Vulnhub, and we can download or upload into the target's temporary directory. wget escalate 3 EF, no problem, and we can make this file executable. Escalate 3 sorry, and we can use the exploit multi-handler, and we need to set a payload which should be the same as this one. Okay, show options, and we need to set a localhost as our Kali Linux. Set a listening port as this one we specified by MSF-Vulnhub, which is 9999. Okay, and let's run, and this will get the reverse TCP handler started and wait for the collection from the target. And now we can run this payload like some sort of the backdoor. Escalate, run, no problem. Now we get the Metasploit session, and we can background sorry, and we can search suggester. Yeah, we can use this post exploitation module. Use this one, and we can show options. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we can. Maybe we can sessions. Yeah, session. Set sessions. Session. Certain. And so what else? Or parameter we need to specify. I think that's all, right? Okay, let's run. And this module will go through all possible local privilege escalation vulnerability and try to help us to find out which module will be appropriate for us and make or escalate our privilege to the root user. So this module, I like it very, very much. This is a so amazing module, and we do not need to, to check or every possible exploit code. For example, like download from the exploit DB and compile it and run it. And maybe most of them will not succeed. Okay, as you can see, this module, the target appears to be vulnerable. Yeah, the target, so maybe we can try this one, this module. Oh, there's some errors from the Metasploit, but I do not need, I don't care about these such messages, because we have to know we can use the module and we can escalate or elevate our privilege. So wait for this to be completed, because this will go through all possible vulnerabilities. Okay, and we can so we need some patience. Don't worry, this module should work. Okay, that's it. We can use this module because the suggester has already helped us to find out the appropriate one. And we can show options, and we can set localhost to our kernel Linux and set our listening port to the different, like 333. That's fine, no problem. And also we need to set a session. I think we just we got one session, right? Yeah, we got one session, and then run. Yeah, the target is vulnerable. Sorry about the notification. From the also there are still some messages or errors, but I think we can make this work, and we can check shell, and by ID, we are the root user, and we can make this. Now we can go to the root directory. Yeah, that's it. Finally, we successfully got the root shell, and this box involves different stages. The first stage, we need to get the foothold of the first container, and by running Python code. And the second thing, we needed to get the shell from the second container, which runs the Elasticsearch service. And then from this container, don't worry about such a message, some error message, because we have already got the root shell. And from the second container, we got the one very important file which contains password. And then we need to use Hashcat to crack brute force attack and got the password, and then log in as this user. And also we can utilize the Metasploit to help us to escalate our privilege to root user. So that's it. That's all I'd like to share for you in this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.